outside, guys. What will be the strategy as Peter Dempsey in the red and white car will watch? Here comes Chavez on the outside.
He's going to wait. It looked like he was going to try and make it too wide, which would have put Karam in a tough position, but now he ducks back, and we'll go on to the backstretch in a second.
Carlos Munoz in the 26th. Dialyser entry out in front, took over the lead on lap 14. Has led the last 25 laps. Here we go, side by side, head to 3.
Here's the move for Karam.
So here's Sage Karam. Now Chavez going to make it 3 wide to the outside, guys. Woo!
This is tight.
Oh, baby.
This is what people look
Through
for.
3. Oh, Karam and Munoz nearly touch. On the outside of 4, remaining 3 wide. Gabi Chavez. We're going to have a 3 wide shootout at the line. It's a drag race.
Who's got the momentum?
Here comes Dempsey. Dempsey's going to go 4 wide. It's going to be. Dempsey won it. Oh, Dempsey won it.
That was a 4-wide finish in Indy Lights.
Unbelievable. That is the craziest finish in history of anything, I think. Oh,
that's got to be the best finish ever at IMAX.
4 wide at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it's Peter Dempsey, the Irishman, who gets his first Firestone Indy Lights win by going to the outside 4 wide and winning it by, oh my gosh.
Unreal.
Oh, let's watch it again. That's incredible. Got to be the greatest finish in the history of this speedway as Dempsey, maybe by 4 inches.
That looks staged, Mike. Look how staged that picture looks. That's an actual race run to the finish.
My word, 26 thousandths of a second. The difference at the...
This man here, running second from Nashville, Tennessee, the 22-year-old American, started dead last and has worked his way methodically through this field, working with guys like Mike O'Gara we just saw on screen.
Come on, he's on the button now. He is on the button. I think this could be the run where he can get really close to Sato.
Is this going to be the move that Joseph Newgarden will remember for his whole career? Tries to get past Sato.
Sato tries to block.
Wow, one side to the other.
Now, crossover. There you go. Crossover.
What does race control think about that? Now he tries the over and under, can't do it. Now he's in the slipstream of Sato, down to 1.
They each have 1 push to pass left. Newgarden's going to be pretty fired up, I think, about that little dodge Sato gave him.
This is good driving, and all the while they're fighting, who's arrived on the scene? The mayor of Hinchtown is here.
He may just back off and wait for the collision.
That's the closest Newgarden's been to passing Sato. He needs to be patient, I believe, until he gets to that section again, but he's got Hinchcliffe coming fast.
And remember the difference, and it's something that Joseph Newgarden doesn't know in his IndyCar career, that James Hinchcliffe and Takuma Sato have learnt this year. What is it like to win an IndyCar race? It changes your confidence level. It changes your belief. They've got it. He doesn't.
He was so fast last year, Joseph Newgarden. Won a bunch of races in Indy Lights. Quick his rookie year. Never even produced a top 10 finish. And he's right here, right now.
Less than 4 laps to run.
Hinchcliffe's on the button. He had 1 more to burn. He's got great run on Newgarden.
This could put an end to Joseph Newgarden's run. Sato has skipped away, and Hinchcliffe is making the move on Joseph Newgarden for second. Go Daddy Car goes to second. Very smooth. Did it with that push to pass in the draft. And now Newgarden's fight has become increasingly tougher.
And you see Newgarden now fighting for traction off that final corner as the rear tires light up under power. Look further back at Pagano versus Simona.
Now, word from race control is that Bo Barfield and his staff have reviewed the Sato move involving Hinchcliffe's attempted pass, and no further action. This was it.
So he stays. We watch the dotted
Sato.
line.
Watch Sato. I don't know about that. I don't know if race control saw that angle.
So playing tough. It might not mean anything in the end if James Hinchcliffe continues to surge the way he is.
Jan Beekes, if that's not blocking, I don't know what is.
Well, the whole definition is moving in reaction to, and the moment that you saw Newgarden move, I think I saw an additional move by Sato, and by the rules, moving in reaction to is a penalty.
I think everybody at home saw the same thing. Now, what Newgarden did is he faked to the outside,
right,
and then he dodged in. Here comes Hinch.
For the lead of the race, Hinchcliffe's on the push to pass. Goes to the inside. Sato
he does it again.
And he moves back again. playing tough with the mayor of Hinchtown. Hinch may have the momentum, though.
And Hinch is playing tough right back, fading over to him on the straightaway, saying, hey, buddy, back off, I'm coming through. But Sato's having none of that.
What will race control have to say about that?
Sato is out of push to passes with 3 laps to go. Hinch has 1, Newgarden has 1.
All right, 2 laps left. Who's going to win it? What do you think at home? Who do you like? It's anyone's guess. Hinchcliffe has the upper hand with 1 more push to pass. Young Joseph has 1 left as well. Marco Andretti has 1 left, hanging back there in 4th. And Oriol Servia for Panther Dreyer Reinbold is in the top 5.
What a battle this is going to be to the finish. Look at Hinch is all over Sato again. Race control for sure has to be reviewing that incident.
And we're getting the word they are reviewing it right now. We'll let you know as soon as we know. Marco Andretti's arrived on the scene with 1.5 laps left to run. Boy, Andretti Autosport has been strong this year. 2 wins. And Marco in the top 4 in the championship.
See his hands moving there. He was fighting that thing off of turn 10.
No attack.
No glory. Job done.
He's holding on to it for the final lap. James Hinchcliffe now tries to pull out of the draft and just hassle, just annoy, just pressure Takuma Sato. But Newgarden goes to the inside. Joseph Newgarden to the inside. It was 3 wide at one point.
And it could be 3 wide coming to turn 1.
He moves up into 2nd place. The white flag out, 1 to go. Hinchcliffe responds. Hinch comes back to 2nd. Wow, Sato maintains his lead. Hinchcliffe, Newgarden and Marco Andretti vying for his first podium of the year. This has been brilliant. These final 20 laps have been spectacular.
Marco Andretti pops on Newgarden now on the outside.
Oh, he got
Easily done. That was an easy one.
He used his push to pass.
So Hinchcliffe has 1 left. Newgarden has 1 left. That's of the top 4 guys. And in the background is looming Oriol Servia. This is far from done. And remember, the last person to get their 1st and 2nd wins back-to-back was AJ Allmendinger back in 2006. Is Sato going to repeat history, or is this going to be Hinchcliffe's 2nd win? It's all to play for on this final lap.
And
Hinchcliffe's on it.
Everybody's burning their button. Hitch is on the button. He's got the inside. Sato says no again.
Chops him again.
Hinchcliffe, did he do it early enough for Hinch to have a run? Newgarden's out of the draft. Sato hangs onto it. Newgarden on the inside of Andretti. And on the inside, Hinchcliffe is on the over and under. Oh, he is in the mayor's office. James Hinchcliffe runs it to the line. Will he have enough? And he wins his 2nd one.
Servia the 4th.
On the final corner, on the final lap, James Hinchcliffe is a winner again. How about that? He says, you may block me, but I've outmaneuvered you. Yeah, what about that?
191 laps complete. 1.6 seconds back. Little Al trying to close. Now, a half a second back. 192 laps complete.
1982, Mears versus John Cox, all over again. The closest finish ever at the Indianapolis Speedway.
Back to the home stretch. 193 laps complete. 7 to go.
Very difficult to pass.
At this point, Rick Mears was trying to chase down Gordon Johncock. Now Little Al is in the very same position. 0.2 of a second back. The home stretch again. in fourth place. 6 laps behind the leaders. The tension is incredible. Says no. 5 laps to go. The backstretch. Another try. Can Allenser Jr. get it done this time? It's a drag race going into 3, and Little Al has the lead. Allenser Jr. picks up the lead. The question now is fuel.
Get the yellows. Help Little Al enough. Fuel.
Little Al wandered back and forth on the main stretch. Was he trying to pick up a little more fuel? That tank is right down to the bottom now with 4 laps to go.
He's trying to break the slipstream that Emil's trying to use to keep up, Paul.
A.J. Foyt won his first race here. It was A.J.'s first win on pavement. Will Allenser Jr. score his first oval win here today?
Chegadas in front.
Comes inside Little Al. A drag race on the backside again. Slower traffic moves to the right. Can Fittipaldi get past? Little Al brings it down low. They touch. Little Al into the wall. Fittipaldi continues on. Little Al slams the wall as Emerson Fittipaldi screams toward the white flag. The yellow flag comes out. Allenser Jr. taps with Emerson Fittipaldi. They are on the main stretch now, but is Fittipaldi's car fit? Fittipaldi tried it inside the third turn. The white flag is out. 199 laps are complete. The yellow flag flies. Teresa kisses Pat Patrick. Can you imagine the despair that Shelley and Al Unser feel now? Because for the second year in a row, he's okay. Little Al climbs out of his car, walks away from the safety crews. For the second year in a row, the Indianapolis 500 will finish under the yellow flag, but this time it will be a new name. It will be that of two-time world driving champion Emerson Fittipaldi. Former world driving champions winning here. Jimmy Clark, Graham Hill, Mario Andretti, and now the name Fittipaldi.
As well, and so that allowed Immo to take a slingshot on me. We got side by side there, and I was going underneath a lap car on my right, and Immo was on my left. And there about halfway down, I started being able to pull Immo, and so I went ahead and went in there, ahead of him, and then since he was so tight on the corner, he couldn't turn tight enough, and I was up as high as I could go to allow him room. And anyway,
comes Elio on the high side. Is he going to be able to take the lead through 3 and 4? Oh, it's so close. Dixon coming out of 4. Looks like he's going to be in the lead for the white flag lap. Here he was 1 year ago in the very same position, but he did not have enough ethanol. 1/2 cup short. He doesn't have to worry this time. Down the backstretch. Scott Dixon looking to set a record, but more importantly, looking to win the championship. And here he comes out of turn number 4. Dixon with Elio and Briscoe. Who's going to win the race? The race goes to Dixon. He gets him right at the stripe. So he wins the race and the championship and the $1 million that goes with it. Let the celebration begin.
Good job, boys. Good job.
Scott Dixon, his 17th career win.
Remember we talked about Castroneves' car not getting through the middle of the turn as good as Dixon's.
Boy, that is so. How do you
Your
tell?
guess is as good as mine.
All right, take a look. You're looking for 1/1000th of a second.
What does that tell you?
Well, but which one of these little timelines is the one you've got to cross?